In this exercise, we will talk about the skill set, how to set a skill set machine, skill set virtual machine in Microsoft Azure. I'm not going to go into load balancer at the moment. I'm just going to do very basic skill set. What is skill set and how can we do that in Microsoft Azure? Skill set is basically when your computer has too much load, like the CPU usage goes to 80%. Then we use a scale set. So if our computer CPU usage is 80%, then it initializes another virtual machine to balance the load in between the virtual machine. So to do that, how are we going to do that in Microsoft Azure? So let's try it. Let's go to virtual machine scale set. Let's go to virtual machine scale set, go to add. And okay, we have an existing group called demo RSG, which is fine. Call it maybe skill set VM. We want to have, okay, UK South doesn't matter. We want to have image event, so that's fine, it's already selected. Let's go to the password, give it a password test. User maybe, and then set a password. Okay, let's go to the disk. We're not discussing the disk topic at the moment, so leave it as it is. Go to the networking. You can either create your own network or use existing one, but you have to go to the edit and then make sure the it is selected as allow selected ports, and you want to make sure that port 80 and SSH is selected when you get the Internet Information Services. Press OK. Oh, just to make sure that I did all the setting right, and public IP should be enabled because you want to access the machine. Okay, press OK. Go to the scaling. It says that if the percentage go to 80%, it will initialize the instant count 2, but I just want one machine to be initialized. So 1, go to custom. This would say minimum number of VMs 1. I'd say maximum would be 3. I don't need 10. So it says if the CPU threshold is what, 75%, or maybe set it to 70%. And for 10 minutes, duration of 10 minutes, then increase by 1. I'll probably actually set it 5 minutes, 10 minutes too long. And then when it comes back to 25%, decrease it by 1. So it is fine. Scaling policy, there's a different one. This one is balance across availability zone and full domain, then delete the VM with the highest instance. I'll probably want to do that. Whichever we created the new one, I want to delete that one maybe. Go to the management, all same at the moment. Go to the health. I think remaining is all the same, so don't need to change anything, and let's just do create. Okay, so the VM has got created. We have a scale set VM. If you go to the instance, it's still updating at the moment, so let's wait for that. Because we just wanted one machine at the moment, not two, so okay, let's just wait for that. Okay, now we have scale cell VM is actually running now. See, it's running. All good. Okay. Now let's see how can we do some stress testing on this machine so it goes and initialize another virtual machine. So how can we do that? Okay, I just want to see right now we have instant 1. Okay, all good. You can also change the rules about how do you want it. You can configure it here, how do you want your scale in and out. Either you want it percent CPU or you want it, outbound flows or OS disk cache. For now, I'll leave it to the CPU percentage as it is now. Okay, so now what we have to do is go to instance, go to scale set, take the public IP, okay, go to a software called PuTTY, and then connect to the VM. Okay, open, say yes. So the credential was test user, and then Okay, that's fine. And now we just want to update the VM first. Okay, so what we have to type is sudo apt-get update. Okay, let's do that. So it's updating the machine, and then after that we will use a command line to stress it to 70%. Okay, it's done now. So for the command to do the stress test is, once you do sudo app get install and y call stress, enter. Oops, I don't know if that's right. Give me a second. TRE, I believe that's the command. That's not either. Okay, it was a bit of wrong with the command, so it's doing the stress test. Okay, so it's done now. So the limit we set is 75%. So let's see if we can set it to 75. So if we do sudo stress -CPU and then reset it to 75. So let's see what will happen when we'll stress it to 75. Okay. So now time is what, 10:16. We're gonna wait for 5 minutes and then we'll be back and we'll go to the scale set and then we'll see where we are with the instance. Okay, we'll be back in 5-6 minutes. So I was busy in the meeting, but yeah, you can see that in here in our putty we put it 70%, 75% actually, and now you can see that we have one virtual machine initializing, which takes the load from scale set VM0 to scale set VM3. So this is how can we load the balance in between the machine. If I go back to putty and put the command Okay, so if I go do the same, but if this time I wanted to go back to 25%, what will happen? So after 5 minutes, this new machine should get deleted automatically. So right now it's 32 past 10, so we'll come back after 5 minutes and see if that machine is automatically deleted or not. Okay. Sorry, it took a bit of time, but see, so we set that to 25%, as you can see here. So now the scale set VM3 has gone now. So this is how we can do the scale set. So this was a small demo of showing how can we do scale set and how can we distribute the load between the virtual machine. We'll go in more details using the load balancer, but for now, a small introduction of the scale set.